kill anybody.
Hi and welcome to Select 10. There is never a shortage of movies and series on Netflix, and in addition to its library of licensed shows and movies, the streaming platform is constantly dropping new original movies and shows. And to help you keep track of what's coming to the Netflix in 2022, that's worth your time, we have selected 10 best Netflix original movies and series you shouldn't miss for the world. Also, do not forget to comment down for which upcoming movie or series are you most excited for. Now let's start the video. Number 10. Day Shift.
Prepare for Day Shift. This is gonna be like something you've never seen before.
It is a brand new supernatural horror thriller film, directed by J.J. Perry. The film stars Jamie Foxx as a hard-working blue-collar dad who just wants to provide a good life for his quick-witted daughter, but his dull San Fernando Valley pool cleaning job is a front for his work, where his real source of income comes from hunting and killing vampires as part of an international union of vampire hunters. Judging by the trailer, movie looks pulse-pounding action thriller, given Perry's own history with the action genre, along with producer Chad Stahelski, director of the John Wick franchise. The film looks to be offering a fun twist on the vampire genre, as Jamie engages in the same close-quarters combat that Keanu Reeves' character helped popularize. And the movie is set to premiere on 12 August 2022. Number 9. The Midnight Club. Good news for horror fans, Mike Flanagan's next big Netflix project following Midnight Mass, The Haunting of Hill House and Bly Manor, is here. Midnight Club will be an adaptation of the Christopher Pike novel of the same name. The series will revolve around a group of terminally ill teenage patients, resides at Rotterdam home, where together they create the Midnight Club and meet in secret at midnight to tell horror stories. Together the group forms a pact that whoever dies first would make the effort to contact the rest of the Midnight Club members from beyond the grave. Well, guess what? After one of them dies, bizarre occurrences begin. I enjoyed Mike Flanagan's previous shows, and I am eagerly waiting for this one. And the series is set to be released on 7th October 2022. Number 8. Spiderhead. It is an upcoming science fiction thriller film directed by Joseph Kosinski. The movie is based on the dystopian short story, Escape from Spiderhead by George Saunders. The story revolves around two convicts living in a near-future society grapple with their pasts while trapped in a facility that allows prisoners to reduce their sentence time by volunteering for experiments using emotion-altering drugs, which are run by prison overseer Steve Abnesti. However, when two convicts offer to volunteer as medical subjects for a radical new drug, the drug has the ability to alter emotions, and for one such subject, it takes effect on their ability to love, leading them to question their own feelings and whether or not they are real or manufactured. Judging by the trailer, the movie reminds me of Black Mirror and Shutter Island, so let's see. The movie is set to be released on June 17, 2022. Number 7. The Witcher: Blood Origins. The Witcher is one of Netflix's biggest fantasy series and has already began expanding its universe on Netflix with the release of the animated movie. And Blood Origins is an upcoming fantasy miniseries that will serve as a prequel to the Netflix series. The story will be set 1200 years before the events of Geralt of Rivia and centers on the origins of the very first Witcher. The series will depict the creation of the first Witcher, as well as the events leading to the conjunction of the spheres, a catastrophe which occurred 1,500 years ago and trapped many unnatural creatures, including ghouls, graveyards, and vampires in our dimension. The series will also explore the worlds of monsters when men and elves merge to become one and the first Witcher arises. Although the exact release date hasn't revealed yet, but Netflix confirmed it's definitely coming in 2022. Number 6. Knives Out 2. It is an upcoming American mystery film written and directed by Rian Johnson. In case you don't know, it is a sequel to super hit Knives Out 2019 movie. While Netflix didn't have exclusive rights to the first Knives Out movie, the streaming service has spent $450 million ensuring that they have exclusive rights to the sequels. Even though it is a sequel, the story will be completely different and Daniel Craig will be the only connection to the first movie. Coming to the plot, Daniel Craig will reprise his role as Benoit Blanc, a master detective taking on a new murder case, and the movie will have whole new cast, whole new location, and whole new mystery. And Knives Out 2 is scheduled to be released in late 2022. Number 5. 1899. It is an upcoming German epic period mystery horror series created by Jan Fries and Baron Boeder, who also created the blockbuster Dark series. The series will revolve around a group of European migrants as they leave London on a steamship to start new lives in New York City. But when they discover a second ship on the open sea that has been missing for months, their journey takes an unexpected turn, and what they find on board turns their crossing to the promised land into a nightmarish mystery. All I can say, this series will be crazy. I mean, it's coming from the Dark creators, and we all know Dark is not just a best show on Netflix, it is one of the world's best and must-watch show. Although the exact release date is unknown, but 1899 is set to be released in winter 2022. Number 4. One Piece. It is an upcoming live-action fantasy adventure series based on the animated series One Piece. The story of One Piece takes place on an alternate version of Earth, one that is currently in the midst of the golden age of pirates, where ruthless cutthroat pirates rule the seas, and only the strongest have the chance to lay claim to the mythical treasure known as One Piece that was left behind by the greatest pirate of them all, Gol D. Roger. Years after the death of Gol D. Roger, a young boy by the name Monkey D. Luffy has dreams of raising his own crew, finding One Piece, and declaring himself as Pirate King. One Piece is also recognized as the highest-selling manga of all time, outselling the likes of Dragon Ball, Golgo 13, and Naruto with over 462 million copies sold. This also makes One Piece one of the highest-grossing fictional franchises of all time. To be honest, after House of the Dragon, this is the show I am most excited about. And I think we have to wait a little longer, as release date is not announced yet. Number 3. Rebel Moon. It is an upcoming epic science fiction adventure film directed by Zack Snyder. It features an ensemble cast starring Sofia Boutella, Charlie Hunnam, Ray Fisher, and Duna Bay. The story is set in the future, where a peaceful colony on the edge of the galaxy is threatened by the armies of a tyrannical regent named Belisarius. And the desperate civilians of the galaxy dispatch a young woman with a mysterious past to seek out warriors from neighboring planets to help them make a stand against Belisarius. In case you do not know, it is Netflix's most ambitious fantasy movies to date. After all, the script itself was originally a pitch for a Star Wars story. Netflix hasn't set a date for Rebel Moon yet, but considering the potential scope of the movie, we have to wait little longer, as films of this scale tend to take a few years to make. So maybe we should expect 2023 at the earliest. Number 2. The Sandman. One of the biggest shows coming to Netflix in 2022 is The Sandman. It is an upcoming fantasy series based on the DC comic book written by Neil Gaiman. The story will be set in 1916 and follows Morpheus, the King of Dreams, and one of the Seven Endless, who was captured in an occult ritual. But after being held captive for 105 years, Dream escapes and sets out to restore order to his kingdom of the dreaming. Overall, The Sandman is a saga that transcends space and time, taking us beyond Earth to mythical lands and strange realms. It is also packed with iconic figures, both historical and of legend, that you might find familiar. For example, you'll find Lucifer and so many others. The visuals in the teaser are absolutely stunning, especially the dreaming, which is every bit the gorgeous, idyllic castle we know and love from the comic. And good news, The Sandman is scheduled to be released on August 5, 2022. Number 1. The Gray Man. Finally, it's here, the most expensive and highly anticipated Netflix movie of 2022. It is an upcoming action thriller film directed by Anthony and Joe Russo. The movie is based on 2009 novel of the same name by Mark Greaney. The film stars Ryan Gosling, Chris Evans in the lead roles. The story will revolve around Count Gentry, a highly skilled former CIA operative who was once the agency's best merchant of death. But when he accidentally uncovers dark agency secrets, he becomes a primary target and is hunted around the world by psychopathic former colleague Lloyd Hansen and international assassins. With a budget of a reported $200 million, The Gray Man is going to be one of the most expensive original produced, exceeding the likes of Six Underground, $150 million. And the movie is set to be released on Netflix on July 22nd. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. And do subscribe our channel to see more videos related to movies and series suggestions.